Hi guys, good evening. Hope we're all well today. I'm really excited today to welcome Mr. Harry Thornton, aka known as Hario-Ovadtop. So he's going to be our first guest on the channel, and I just want you guys to know just a brief background on him and his journey. He's walked through the fire of hell, 25 years that he's dealt with and mastered dealing with the spirit of Jezebel, guys. So this channel is just about helping people, navigate, heal through, this thing called narcissism that some people are not even aware about. So I'm just so excited to welcome you on the channel, Harry. If you could just say a few words before we get into it.
Wow, my man. The intro was over the top.
Yo, I've got to give you that honor, my man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me out, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So basically, the theme of today's topic is basically just what is narcissism, narcissistic abuse within the context of friendship, or more specifically, intimate relationships. Red flags to watch out for. We'll go into some aspects of that because there's a million. We can't even go through all of them today. So we'll go through some, yeah, definitely. So we'll go through some of that. So where I'd just like to start with you, Harry, is for you just to put into context for us, what is, in theory, what is narcissistic abuse within the context of friendships, and more specifically intimate relationships? How would you present that and explain that?
Well, I'd like to first I'd like to just say that, of course, there is a scientific term definition for narcissism.
Yeah.
I am not going to give you that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give you that because I'm not a scientist and I'm not a doctor that studies narcissism.
Yeah.
I am an experienced survivor. Okay? There's a distinctive difference. So narcissism, as it relates to, I'll start with relationships.
Yeah.
A narcissist is an evildoer.
Wow.
We try to tie together ourselves with everybody else on this planet, that, that we're all the same. We're all living, breathing beings. And we try to look at one another as being the same. Whereas I look at us differently because I feel that, or I see that some of us are good people and we are empathetic. We are the ones who do the work to try to help people in the world. And we have the evildoer.
Wow.
The one that brings mischief, the one that brings mystery, the mysterious one, the one that always has a trick up their sleeve, the one that is that gains pleasure from others' pain. So the one that is contrary to the good person, the empath.
Yeah, the empath. Yeah.
Right. So that is how I describe them. And, I try to be fair with the narcissist because I personally feel that the narcissist works very, very hard. They work extremely hard at doing what they do. And I'm just simply here to give them all the credit that they deserve.
Wow.
Because they are treacherous on an entire different level. And in reference to relationships, that's going to be someone that is a liar. They're a thief. They cheat on you. They steal from you. They deceive you. And they started a relationship with you with the mere purpose of taking you and destroying you. Not just having a loving, intimate relationship with you, but they want to get you in a place where you love them. But they they simply want to destroy you. And I mean your feelings. They literally, this is like having open heart surgery and no anesthesiologist is there to numb you or put you to sleep. You know, that's how that's what it's like being in a relationship with a narcissist. And as it relates to friendship, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said that's deep stuff, man. Keep going, man.
As it relates to a friendship, yes, as it relates to a friendship, a narcissist is pretty much the same way. It's that friend that really is not a friend. They're really just around you to use you, but they pretend with you that, you know, we're friends. No, we're, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, this is the kind of friend that's going to try to start an intimate relationship with your spouse. You know, that's the kind of friend a narcissist is. I mean, they're dirty, they're grunt, they're underhanded. They think that they're better than you, and they think that they're smarter than you.
Wow.
They feel like everybody around them is there simply to lift them up.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Revolves around them. Yeah. Grandiose sense of self-importance, you know, and all that.
Absolutely. On an entirely different level, the way they see themselves is they just feel like, you know, everything that they do is right. And you should be, if you're around them, if you're in their company, you should be on their team. Like, you should be one of their cheerleaders.
Yes.
You know, they like flying monkeys. We call them flying monkeys, but they're really like a flunky. It's like, you know, your gopher, you know. Yeah, they're like, hey, go get my coffee, or, you know, go clean my shoes or something like that. You know, like your personal assistant without getting paid.
Wow, profound. So would you say then they're basically sadistic, emotional predators? And the one question I like to ask is, would you also even say, like, some of them, are they even aware of what they're doing? Or to relate it to the spiritual context, are they just under an influence, some of them, that they're not even aware of it, you know?
No. Oh, absolutely not. That's not possible. See, it's not possible for you to be that evil and not be aware of it. Cool. It's not. But see, that's part of the disguise. That's part of the disguise. See, the narcissist is going to pick, you know, people that are going to feel sorry for them. They're going to give you some old hard luck story when you meet. And, you know, that's part of their makeup. That's part of the mask. You know, you feeling sorry for them, that's going to be a requirement dealing with the narcissist, so that while they are abusing you, you feeling sorry for them. You know, you're like, wow, yeah, you really went through a lot growing up, or through that situation you told me about. And the reality is just simply, it's kind of like meeting a panhandler, you know, begging for change, telling you how, you know, they're down on their luck and this is their last meal. They just want a meal. And if you could just help them out with $10 or something like that, they'll be able to feed their family tonight. Yeah. And then you hand them that $10 and watch them walk around the corner and get into a Bentley. You know, you're just like, wow, just been had again. That's what it's like dealing with a narcissist, man.
That's deep. And I think what's most frightening about all this is there's so many of these narcissists around, and people are not even aware of it. I think that's the scariest part. And to gain an awareness of this, I think I even read somewhere that narcissists, they even tend to do very well in job interviews. They are really skilled manipulators. And one needs to be able to know these traits, even, you know, to protect your family, your sister, your brother, you know, your friends. You know, it's so important to be able to notice all these things and have knowledge and education on this. Obviously, you want to protect your family. You want them to have the best, you know, that they can get in relationships. So I believe these are very, very vital points, and I'm so glad you shed some light on that. But yeah, emotional, sadistic predators.
Yes, man. I mean, this type of person they are your worst nightmare. I mean, it is somebody that can go into a job interview and, you know, manipulate and do well on a job. And see, the thing is that so they can do well on a job because there is no emotional attachment. See, An empath will have some issues in certain places because sometimes we don't separate business from personal. Yeah. Well, with the narcissist, they don't have that issue because they are just that way. There is no difference between business and personal with a narcissist. They're cutthroat on everything. And if you look at, you look at the diagram of how the world has turned and been shaped in the last several years, you can see that it's really become money focused. Everything has turned into money focused, not family, love, relationships. It's all about money and greed and being cutthroat and edgy and dicey and underhanded.
Yeah, especially in this part of the world where I am right now. Yeah, very relevant. Yeah, what you just said.
Yes, and that's where it stems from, because what starts at the top just rolls down. So that's the atmosphere that has been created. And if you watch television and listen to radio, everything is money driven. It's material driven. So that's why couples don't get married as often nowadays. That's why more couples get divorced a lot sooner, because you cannot manage a relationship with a narcissist and think that you're going to be happy. A narcissist is someone that cannot dwell in a peaceful environment.
Wow.
It is like pouring battery acid on them.
Wow. Would you say also, from my research as well, would you say, Harry, that those narcissists, they actually have the capability to actually love someone? What would you say about that?
I would say no.
Wow.
I would say no, they don't have the capability to love. And I say that because the narcissist, see, on the inside of us, we all have a core. And your core and your vibration, it pours from inside out of you. See, a narcissist on the inside is poison and toxicity. Now, the thing is that the way I'm explaining it may seem a bit harsh, but I'm looking at it from a literal point of view, because that's what ends up happening to everyone that they have a relationship with. They are trying to poison and destroy you. And every intention is all about destroying you.
Wow. That is
so no, they don't have the capacity to love, because if they did, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Precisely. And can I just ask, Harry, from your perspective, would you say, when did you discover, being in a relationship for 25 years? I mean, that's not a joke. Would you say you discovered that after you came out of the relationship, or was it during like the latter stages? I mean, when did you discover that?
No, my man. This is the thing. Listen, the one thing that I have to admit is that when you're dealing with a narcissist, that something is wrong with them from the very beginning. Okay, from the very beginning. And I'm talking about within the first few conversations, something's a little different about this person. But on the flip side of that now, I've been talking about this lately on my show, and I'm really going to start pushing this, because the narcissist is the most credible liar, deceiver you have ever met in your life.
Wow.
They absolutely are. And the example that I like to share is that in the midst of heaven, there was an angel named Michael. He is the one that is Satan, if you will.
Yeah.
He was able to deceive the angels in heaven, in the presence of God.
There's a history behind all this.
So, listen, so all I'm saying is that the angels were right there with God. They were right there. And this liar, deceiver, was so credible that just with his voice, he didn't prove anything. Just with the lie that he was able to tell. I'm studying the lie myself right now because it is so intriguing how they are able to make you believe everything about them. You can know the truth. You can watch a narcissist steal your money from you right out of your wallet. And the narcissist will tell you they didn't do it. And I'm telling you, if they sit there and really argue you down, within an hour or less, you'll start to question if you really saw that.
Honestly, that even just brings me to the concept of even red flags, like to watch out for. Like, you know, I mean, like, obviously we can't even cover all of them in one sitting, but
well, this is the thing.
Yeah.
You know, I like to tell people that the narcissist knows right from the very first conversation if they choose you or not. Now, a narcissist is someone that is going to ask you to do something in the first conversation with you. Now, since I'm pushing that agenda right now, they might go 2 conversations just to throw you off. But generally, within the first conversation, they're going to do something that pushes your boundaries. You may be in a bar and, you know, you meet someone. Let's say you meet a female in a bar. You know, the bar may say, they might have a policy where you cannot smoke. And she may smoke, and she's like, hey, hold up, stand right here. I don't want them to see me smoking. So right there, you're in the midst of decision. You know, do I say, hey, well, you know, you shouldn't be smoking here. But I still want to talk to her, so I'm going to kind of hide her a little bit so nobody can see her. So that's what they're looking for. They're looking for you to go around something that's your moral boundary. And once they see that they can get you there, that's it. It may be something different, like, hey, I got a bottle of, you know, vodka in my pocketbook. You know, hey, you want a swig, you want to taste? And it's just, they're going to do something that you should walk away from.
No moral.
In the first conversation.
Lack of a moral compass. Yeah, that's definitely what.
That's exactly what they're looking for. That if you are willing to go along with them with resistance. See, they're looking for your resistance. Because if you have no resistance, that tells them that you're just like them. And they don't necessarily like having a relationship with another narcissist because they know, that's like, they don't really get anything out of that. They just use each other and cheat on each other, leave each other, get back together. And a lot of times you'll see narcissists in long-term situations. They'll get into a relationship with someone else and then they'll go back to their ex. And they'll go to somebody else and they'll go back to their ex. Because the ex is a narcissist too.
Wow, okay. So is it even possible they could have even learned the narcissism from previous relationships as well?
No. A narcissist is who they are. It's kind of like saying a lion. Well, when you look into the wild and, you know, as wild animals, you know, a lion doesn't see a gazelle the same way we see it. You know, we see it as a beautiful animal just roaming around eating grass. A lion sees it as dinner, you know, and they don't feel some type of way about eating it, you know. So, and that's the mindset of the narcissist.
Wow, that's I can just keep saying it. That's profound, man. I'm just even getting even more insight from you, and I just thank you for that, Harry. Like, seriously, and for everyone
absolutely
listening to this right now.
Yeah, man, I try to let people know, and I try to let people see, you know, the hard truth, because we get so many definitions of a narcissist that it seems like we all have been taught we have narcissism in us, right? Because if you look at the scientific terms, they're going to say, well, we all have a little bit of that in us. But the reality is that that's like saying we all have a little bit of the devil in us, or we all have a little bit of cancer in us. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold it. how does that, those two
Yeah,
energies two separate energies cannot dwell in the same vessel.
yeah. I completely
Either
agree
you're
with
good
that.
or you're not.
I completely agree with that because in society today, it's like the word narcissism even gets overused in the wrong context. And even people
Right.
taking selfies, oh, they're a narcissist. Like they're so obsessed.
Exactly.
That's not narcissism.
Exactly.
You know,
You have people that will say things like, oh, my man cheats on me, or my woman cheats on me. She's a narcissist, or he's a narcissist. No, that doesn't make them a narcissist.
Yeah, exactly.
A narcissist is a very, very particular type of personality. I like to keep them separated.
Precisely, yeah. So in terms of red flags, obviously we won't be able to go through all of them, as I said before, but some specific ones I'd like us to talk about, like gaslighting, flying monkeys, etc., love bombing, also over dependence on a partner as well. I don't know if maybe we could just talk on some of those. Maybe we could start with the love bombing, because I think that was a very interesting discovery as well for me. I don't know if you could elaborate on love.
Well, with the love bombing, that's basically at the beginning when you meet them. They are all in with you from the beginning. They are all in, and they give you this sense of a twin soul, like that's your friend. You've been looking for each other all your life because they're mirroring you. A narcissist will mirror you.
Yeah.
They will say, you will say something, right? You'll say something and they're just all in with it. Oh yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. And oh wow, we just have so much in common. But as you get to know them, you start noticing, wow, we don't really have anything in common.
Yeah.
They mirror you from the very beginning. And that's part of that love bomb, and they're really extra with it. They're doing things. See, some of the things that people don't know about a narcissist, that a narcissist behind closed doors does a lot more than the average person, than the empath. See, the empath, we'll try to, talk to you, and we want to be nice to you and everything like that. And we're thinking good thoughts. But a narcissist from the very beginning, see, they have an agenda. They know when they met you.
Yeah.
A narcissist knows from the moment they met you, they're going to destroy this relationship and try to destroy you with it.
The process.
So they got to do as much as they can from the very beginning to get you all the way in. See, they want you open so that they can get inside and do their destruction. And as long as they have that emotional attachment to you, see, you're going to go through a lot of punishment with them. Because a narcissist's goal is to extract your energy. Yeah. Sometimes I've learned recently that a narcissist doesn't even have to talk to you to extract energy. And for example, you may get into a stage where you and your—
Would that be silent treatment? Would that be silent treatment? You say they don't even have—
It's a part of it. It can be a part of it. See, in the silent treatment, you're trying to get information from them, and they're just sitting there. They're like, hey, I got the argument started. Now, I'm done. I'm getting what I want because you're talking. You're giving me the energy. Yeah. You're giving me your good energy. You were feeling good before I started this argument. Now you're getting upset. I'm taking your energy. That's why I'm just sitting here. I'm just absorbing it. That's how they extract energy from you. It's like and you just imagine someone just pulling little bits of energy from you every day, positive energy. See, because they know that an empath, you're going to wake up every day replenished. You wake up in the morning, it's a new day. Your energy level has pretty much leveled off. Yeah. Now they can start extracting again. And they may say something like, in the morning, if you get out of bed together, they might just give you a look like, and right there, you'll look back like, like, what's all that? They just extracted energy from you right there. It's all about taking your positive mood and changing it. That's how they extract your energy. And that's what they're there for.
That's so deep. And I think for me, from previous experiences in regards to love bombing, I discovered I'd be in situations where it's almost as if I'd have to teach the person how to love. Like, you know, basic things that you would expect someone to do naturally, you have to teach them. But like you said, it's because they do not have the capacity to love. And that's so, it's just crazy. Like, really.
No, you're basically just kind of like, when you're trying to love them out of that condition. See, a narcissist is already going to give you a hard luck story about something that happened in their life.
Yeah.
That's simply to make sure you feel sorry for them.
Yeah, yeah.
See, it's no one is easier to manipulate than someone that feels sorry for you.
Yeah.
If you feel sorry for me, I can just manipulate you, and all in the name of you feel sorry for me for that story that I told you. So now I can abuse you, and it justifies you staying there because you're staying there because you're trying to love that other person out of that condition. You're trying to show that person that I'm going to show you so much love, unconditional love, that you're going to change. They already know that. That's what they're looking for.
You hit the nail right on the head, Ari, that you hit. Man, that is so on point. I can relate with that. Definitely. That is
guess what? And they're never going to change. It's only going to get worse. As they see that
so sad,
their plan is working, it gets worse.
That's so sad, though. I mean, can't Jesus at least change them? They have to decide to change for themselves. Like, God can't force anyone to change. So
that's where I think God gonna have to prove that to me, that they can change.
Yeah.
You know, right now, I don't believe the devil is going to change. I think that he's doomed to being the devil. You know, and when you think about this is why I call him the devil, because you have to be a very wicked person to take the element of family, of love, of children, of, you know, just that entire family unit, and want to go in there and destroy everybody and separate everybody just because of your own larceny heart full of poison and filth. You want to destroy your family just because that's who you are, because you can't help yourself. And it's a vicious pattern. It's not like they just met you and, oh, I'm gonna just do you dirty. No. They've done, if you go check their resume, the people who were before you went through it, and if you check them recently, the people after you are gonna get it worse than you got it.
Wow, that's just crazy. That's crazy. And I mean, in terms of like gaslighting and the flying monkeys concept, what would you say about that from your experience and your theory?
I mean, the gaslighting, man, that's just like that's just one of their tools of engagement. That's one of the tools that they use to just break you down, man. Everything that a narcissist does, you got to think of it like this. It's all about making you doubt yourself.
Yes.
In a nutshell, you know, we can go into the scientific term of it, but in a nutshell, the narcissist is only trying to plant the seed of doubt within you.
Correct.
So that you doubt yourself. And all of the tools that they use, whether it's future faking, gaslighting, you know, their flying monkeys are just people who are doing their work, their dirty work for them. But, you know, when they project different things on you, you know, like, you know, sometimes a guy will say to a woman something like, or future fake rather, baby, I'm gonna marry you one day and we're gonna get married and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, they've been dealing with each other for 10 years and he's still promising her we're going to get married one day. You know, it's only to plant a seed inside of you.
Yeah.
That's it. Once they get that seed planted in you, man, they're just going to water that seed every single day. Just a little bit of water on it every day. Just self-doubt. The object of the game for the narc is to create enough doubt in you that you don't listen to yourself. And what I mean by yourself, I'm talking about your inner voice, your intuition, your spirit. Because everybody that deals with a narcissist, your spirit is telling you the whole time, man, get the hell away from this person. Get away. Run.
Yeah. Run for your life.
But as long as that narc, and see, that's why the narc has to plant that seed of doubt in you from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Because they know what's coming later.
Important stuff, man. I hope we're all taking this down, like, you know, because this, what you're saying, honestly, I appreciate it so much. This can save lives. Let's look at this seriously. This knowledge can save lives. And what does
absolutely every single day?
Knowledge is power, yes. Guys. Knowledge is power. And from my perspective, I experienced one thing, and I'm not sure if you've experienced this, but this over dependence on a partner. Would you be able to elaborate on that? Because that's also a red flag. A relationship should be balanced.
Well, that's the thing. You know, the over dependency comes from, see, this is the thing. With a narcissist, they already know. They are going to destroy the relationship with you. They know it before they met you, they knew it. But a narcissist depends on having someone. They cannot be alone. A narcissist being alone long enough.
Yeah.
If they're alone long enough, they literally, I think that they would die. I think that they would die. I've heard people say how, you know, they've noticed, like, if you discard a narcissist before they, like when they're between supplies and they don't have something already lined up, they're just working on it, they start changing colors, they start changing form, they start looking older, and you can tell just by their physical appearance that, wow, they are going through it. And that's simply because they don't have anyone that they can take that withdrawal from every day. They have to have someone whose energy that they're pulling off of every single day.
Yeah, wow. That is.
And see, if you don't, and the thing is that we don't really have a great understanding of that energy pull because we don't do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we're
saying?
We're empaths, yeah.
Right. You're the way you look at it is like, why does somebody want my energy? That doesn't even really make a lot of sense to us most of the time. Yeah. But when you think about how your exchanges go with a narcissist, your exchanges, and you get into arguments and debates, and you're going back and forth, and it wears you down. It wears you down mentally, and it stresses you out. So you went from having a level head to a stressed out person. And now you just like, and by the time you get finished with an argument with a narcissist, you've probably forgotten what you were even arguing about. Because they're never gonna let you stay on track. They're gonna always change the subject or try to reverse it back around to you.
That's on point, because that makes sense in the sense, because I've been in situations where it's like, what is it that you like? What is it that you love? And a very predominant theme, which keys in with exactly what you're saying, that was said on numerous occasions, but I didn't have this knowledge, was, I like your energy. I like your energy. I like your spirit. So they just want to suck it. They just want to suck that energy. They just want to suck that spirit.
All day long. All day long. And just in little bits so you don't notice.
Wow.
See,
I just saw it as a compliment, you know, at the time. Like, I didn't think
exactly. Yeah. That's how we all look at it. We all look, and then we wonder why they always come back. Why they come back crying and begging and pleading and falling out and showing out, and like, wow, you were so arrogant before. Why don't you stay that way? Oh no, I love you and I want to be with you. I need my family back. I need you back.
Yeah.
Just to get a little bit more of that energy, buddy. It's life to a narcissist.
Wow. And finally, Hario, I think maybe we have time for one last red flag that I like to look at, is the no accountability, which I link.
Oh my God.
Yeah, which I link with maybe never apologizing or always seeing the fault in others. Like I've had that experience as well. So I don't know if you can elaborate from your perspective on that.
Listen, first of all, if you're dealing with a narcissist, they have never done anything wrong. And the only time that they will say, the only time that they will ever say that they have done something wrong is when they're in a position of totally losing everything. But they may say it, they do not feel, nor do they agree with it. They may say it, but they really don't feel that way. You know, and accountability, they're not going to be held accountable. You know, a narcissist, that's part of their makeup. That's their DNA. Like, no, they're going to hold you accountable. They're going to hold you to a standard, but no, they're not going to live up to that same standard. You know, the way a narcissist looks at things like integrity and cheating, a narcissist looks at it as a narcissist uses their body to barter the same way an empath uses money to barter.
Wow.
It's just an exchange. They don't see it as anything sacred.
This goes for males and females.
Males and females, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. They, you know, you may lose your narcissist to someone who just had a nicer car or a nicer pair of shoes than you have on. They are that shallow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, they are just that sick, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So you cannot give them any credibility. You cannot give them any integrity. They are a total waste of everything.
Wow. It's just sad because, like, you know, it's just like empty. There's nothing there, like, you know, to offer.
Nothing.
So, guys, it's
nothing there.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
No laurels. There are no laurels there to keep them in place. See, when you get into a relationship, an empath gets into a relationship, and that's one of the reasons they're so jealous of you. Is because they know when you start to see someone, you're seeing someone because you're looking for a loving relationship. Yeah. When a narc sees someone outside of your relationship, they might just want to go out to dinner. So they'll give that person intimacy just for them to take them out to a nice restaurant that they haven't been to before. That's how fickle they are. They have no morals. They have no standards. And don't think that because they left you for an upgrade. No, they have no standards. They will leave you for anything.
Yeah, very, very true. Very true. I'll have to agree with that. And obviously, like, you know, the more dangerous aspect of it is that, which is even another red flag, is they can be very charming. So it can make it even more difficult for you to even recognize, because the devil, look, people think of like Lucifer with horns and everything, but Lucifer is actually pretty handsome from what I understand.
He was the best. He was the
best, you know.
He was the most attractive angel that it was in heaven, right?
Yeah, so
that's the most attractive.
That's Jezebel.
So there it is. Right there. There it is. Look, Lucifer was in the gym working out. He had his wave cap on. You know what I'm saying? Everything, man. Had on some designer shoes and everything. So, you know, he was able to convince angels in heaven with God. They were in the presence of God, and he still was able to put doubt.
Yeah.
Whoo! I'm just trying to learn what could he have said to them.
That's deep. I'm gonna even be looking into that. Like, that's just even another perspective that I didn't even think of.
Yes.
Well, like in God's presence. So yeah.
Absolutely.
That's pretty crazy.
Absolutely, man.
Fascinating stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, awesome stuff, man. Harry, look, this has been so insightful. I just want to thank you so much for giving us such depth, you know, adding value to people's lives, potentially even saving lives. You know, this is going to bring, you know, so much discovery for people, healing to people as well. And what I'll also do as well, when I post this in the comments, people can also follow you as well, so they can also, you know, see insights on your teachings as well, because this is all about just helping people heal, you know.
Absolutely,
all
man.
this
That's what it's all about for me.
saving
Yes,
lives,
indeed.
man. So thank you, Harry, so much. I just really
Thanks for having me, man.
coming on the show. We're still going to be talking more because
Yes,
you know, this is added value to people's lives in general. I really
can't wait to come back and see you again, man.
Oh, definitely. We're definitely going to be having you on the show again.
All right.
I hope
I'll be in London the first week of November. So we got to link up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just let me know. But coronavirus, I hope the quarantine.
There you go. I'm just hoping they let me come over there.
All right. That's cool, Harry. Thanks so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Hey, man. Talk to you soon. All right.
Yeah. God bless America. Yeah.
You too, man. Thanks, man. Can't wait to get over there to London.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Great. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
So hope you enjoyed that first episode, guys. We're going to be having more and more episodes going on. Hope you enjoyed having Harry on the show. This is all about just bringing healing to people, bringing knowledge to people about this thing called narcissism that some people might not know about, might be through males or females. So subscribe to the channel, make your comments down below as well. We'll be having more people on the show, giving different perspectives, different topics on narcissistic abuse. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be having a lot more content as we go along. Thank you, guys. Peace out.